Hey guys, it's Joseph here. So I've tried to make this video several times and with no success, although the vehicle continues to do this. This is my 2003 Buick LeSabre Custom. Beautiful car. It's only got 74,000 miles. Now I'm going to go on and show you the engine it has first before I show you what's going on with it. It's, I mean, if you've seen the in-depth tour, you're already familiar with this vehicle, but if you're just checking my channel out for the first time after clicking on this video, I might as well show you the engine. These cars have one of GM's best engines ever made in this century, referring to 2000 and above. It's the 3.8 liter Series 2 dual overhead cam V6. There was 3 generations of this engine. This is the second generation, and then from, I believe, 2005 to 2011, they had the Series 3 3.8 3800. So, what's going on with it, you ask? Well, I don't know if it needs a tune-up or what could be wrong with it, but let me put my keys in my pocket. But we have a small issue, and it's gotten on my last nerve. So when I go to start it, yes, I hold the key long enough normally to start it. It doesn't want to start on the first try. So I'm guessing it needs a tune-up, but to be honest with you, I don't know. I know these things sometimes have an electronic ignition in them. I don't know if this one does or not, but it's got the passkey 3 anti-theft system in it, and there's a little chip in the key. But let's see if it's going to start right up this time. If it does, I'm going to be like, really? Because I've already made this video twice and it hasn't done it. But if it hiccups this time, at least I'll catch it on footage. So, here we go. So you turn it on, let the chime finish, turn the AC to normal as if I'm going to get in the vehicle on a warmer day, and we'll just see if it'll do it. There we go. So turn it off, turn it on again. There we go. So, I usually will hold the starter that long and it'll fire right up. Like, watch. I'll show you again. Just give it a second to let the chime finish. It sometimes hiccups. On that second try, starts right up. But that first try, it doesn't want to start. So, I don't know what the problem could be, but I do hold the starter long enough because if I let the vehicle warm up for a few minutes, I could come back and do that same trick and it'll fire right up. So I am not letting go of the starter too early because it has an electronic switch in the starter assembly that connects to the computer that keeps it from disengaging before it's time. But for some reason, after having the vehicle for a little while, and if it sits for a little while, it'll do that. So I'll let it run for a minute, and I'll just prove to you that I'm not lying, that when I will let it run for a couple of minutes, it'll start right back up again. But when it's cold, it'll do that. So we'll see if it's just needing a tune-up. But I do hold it long enough, and it just doesn't seem to want to start. But I'm not going to kick these vehicles yet because I've talked to people that have had these cars for years and they've loved them. And I have driven this car and have fallen in love with the 3800's response. I mean, it's got plenty of pull, so I'm just going to let the temperature raise just a touch once it hits about 117 degrees on the gauge for the coolant. So it's at 101 degrees right now. If I let it sit for another minute or two, it should reach about 105. But I'm letting it get up to a decent running temperature before I attempt to start it again. Okay, it's at 106. It's about a quarter of the way on temperature, so let's try this again, shall we? See? Starts right up. And I just barely tapped the starter. I'll demonstrate it again. See? So there's evidently something wrong with the vehicle. It may need a tune-up or something. I'll try that first and leave a comment in the description below or comment section, I should say. And if that's the problem, then it's an easy fix. But hopefully this helps some people out that have a 3800 V6 Buick LeSabre or other operating vehicle. But as I said, it only does it when it's cold, so I don't know what the deal is. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time.